你好, welcome back to my channel. This video is for all the Mandarin learners. If you're learning Mandarin, you know the struggle, the tones, the characters, feeling like you're constantly making mistakes. And it's also easy to think that the native Chinese speakers never get it wrong. But what if I told you it is not true? The native Chinese speakers make mistakes all the time, especially pronunciation. And your textbook Chinese might be more correct than what you hear on the street in China. So today, let's talk about the common pronunciation mistakes that native Chinese people make. Okay? Well, these mistakes are not learning mistakes. They happen for real practical reasons. The most important reason is regional accents. You know China has 1.4 billion people, right? And also has huge number of dialects. A person's local dialects heavily influence their Mandarin pronunciation. So first up, this is probably the most classic one, the n and the l mix-up. You know, in a lot of southern accent, especially in my hometown, Hubei province, also in Hunan province, these two sounds aren't really different, so people just swap them. It happens. I would like to give you one example. Please read the sentence with me. 我要喝牛奶. Again, 我要喝牛奶. 牛奶, nasal sound, which means milk. But with a very strong southern accent, it can easily come out sounding like 我要喝牛奶. Again, 牛奶. It's not even a word. The milk becomes nonsense. But everyone there knows what they mean. I think that people there knows the difference between the two sounds, but they just don't pay attention to that. They don't care because they get used to that mistake. That's the feature of the accent. You get it? All right, the second big one. This one is super common. The battle between 知, 吃, 诗 and the 滋, 呲, 思. Difficult for you and difficult for many Chinese people too. Okay, look here. The 知, 吃, 诗 sounds are a bit tougher. Your tongue has to curl back. Curl back. But not too much, a little. Read after me again. 知, 吃, 诗. Repeat. 知, 吃, 诗. Okay? And 滋, 呲, 思, much easier. You only need to keep your tongue flat. Stay where it is. 滋, 呲, 思. So a lot of people, especially in the South, default to the easier sound. 滋, 呲, 思. Example, read after me. 我是老师. Again. 我是老师. But it can sound like 我是老师. Again. 我是老师. That is wrong, right? 诗 and 思 just switch. And this mistake is everywhere in China once you start listening for it. Okay, the third one is my personal favorite. It's 喝 and the full swap. This is a classic for people from places like Fujian province. They just mix up these two sounds. Now read after me. 飞机. Again, 飞机, the word for airplane. But with this accent, it becomes 灰机. Again, 灰机. Now read the sentence with me. 飞机飞走了. Again, 飞机飞走了. With a strong accent, it becomes 灰机挥走了. 灰机挥走了. It is wrong. So don't be afraid of making mistakes as a Mandarin learner. Like I said, many native Chinese speakers make a lot of mistakes all the time. Okay, some of you want to know, does anyone in China speak standard Mandarin? They never or seldom make mistakes, at least the pronunciation mistakes. Yes, the CCTV news anchors. They are professionals. They are the guardians of standard Mandarin. And it is their job. They are paid to speak standard Mandarin. They have incredibly standard and perfect pronunciation. And they will be fined if they make mistakes. I've heard that they will be fined several hundred yuan for making 60 to 90 mistakes at a time. It is true. So here's the thing. The way a news anchor talks is just like a suit and tie version of Mandarin. It is perfect, but it is not how people usually chat. Everyday spoken Mandarin is just like wearing a very comfortable t-shirt. It is allowed to be a little messy. The Chinese people speak on the street is alive, is changing, and is full of all these fun mistakes. So again, don't be afraid of making mistakes as a Mandarin learner, because we always do as a native speakers. Next time, I will share with you more about the features of this language. Okay? Bye-bye.